We are indeed live. Good morning,
right.
everyone.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Happy.
Welcome to a beautiful Saturday on the river. It is a gorgeous morning out there.
It is.
I even opened up the windows this morning. Somebody turned the heat on in Florida, and we had to put the air conditioning on yesterday, which is really, for this time of year, that's pretty remarkable that I was able to go this long without having the air on. Oops, sorry. Okay. I am.
Good morning, Scarlett, Luann, Deirdre.
Happy birthday, Deirdre.
Happy birthday, darling. And Edda's here. Prachetta, good morning.
Sherry Gatewood,
Hi,
Luann.
Sherry. Help us share this. Share into groups.
Sally, good morning.
And we don't need to share it in the group that we have because it's streaming in there. For anybody that can't find us, it's right there for you.
Awesome. Good morning, Tony. Good morning,
Hi,
Wendy.
Tony. Good morning, Wendy. Hi, everybody.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Thank you, Deirdre, for sharing that. Oh, we have 11 on. Joanne's got a thing for 11s since last night.
Oh, my gosh. I have to tell you. Hi, Scarlett. Good morning. Every time I woke up last night, every time I looked at the clock, the numbers added to an 11. And then the last time I looked before my alarm went off, it was 6:11. So 11s are my big thing today. And yes, Wendy, thank you for saying it. Join me in wishing Deirdre Kozlowski Fitzsimmons a very happy birthday. Our very own moderator, Deirdre, is celebrating her birthday.
Yes, and good morning, Becky.
And Prachetta, good morning. And Rick, wow.
Both of you are pink of health. Prayed for you both. Lots of love. Thank you so much.
Wow. You are so sweet. And Carol Allen, good morning. Good morning. And hush up. The kids are fishing next door on the dock. So we may have a little bit of barking going on this morning with the puppies. They think that they should be giving permission to everyone to even be near the river down here.
I pulled a Deirdre. I went to yesterday's.
And Deirdre would like an update on your eye.
Not good. Good morning, Christina.
But the cavalry is coming in today. Some friends of ours that were here for dinner last night, they make colloidal silver. And it is one of the most healing properties that you can use. So they're going to make some. They were going to make some up last night and bring it over to her today. So everybody keep your fingers crossed.
Thank you.
She's going to get some help.
Hi, Rachel DeShriver. Good morning to you.
Angie Taylor is in the house.
Hi, Angie. And Gabby is with us. Good morning, Gabby. And Linda Lemieux. Good morning.
Christina is with us.
And from Periscope, we have Arjun. Good morning to you.
And when we say Linda Lemieux is in the house, we mean Linda Lemieux is in the house.
Literally in the house.
On the other side of the camera is Linda Lemieux sitting watching with us. She came in yesterday from Wellington, West Palm Beach, and is staying with us for the weekend and taking Teri back home.
She's my chariot. She's going to take me home. And hi, Protima. You're watching with my Edda. I've nicknamed Prachetta Edda.
Oh, I like that. I really like that. That is beautiful.
Yeah, she's been amazing. We've been talking, her and her brother, and it's been just an amazing time. They had smiles on their face for the first time since their mom passed. So I was very happy to hear that.
What a blessing. What a blessing.
Yeah.
And so, I hope, Linda, did you see Sally said good morning? And Gabby.
Go to Enlightened World Network, Linda. You're in the group.
I don't know how to get out of Facebook.
Just go completely out, completely turn off your computer, and then go back in on Facebook, and then go to Enlightened World Network.
Yeah, you'll find the gang all
You'll
there.
get us.
And I don't know who that is. Says, good morning, beautiful ladies. And Karen Plummer's here.
Hi, Karen.
Wendy Kahn from Periscope. Good morning.
Yeah, Karen, I do the same thing. I get on the wrong page, and that's what just happened to Linda. Sorry, thank you, sweetheart. when
Oh, Kathy Rupp.
No.
Hi, Kathy Rupp.
Hi, Kathy. Appreciate it. Etta, she says, is an amazing name. Thanks so much. May we all call you Etta then from now on? It's just, I hate it when I mispronounce somebody's name or something.
Well, I did it for a reason, because I kept getting the two confused. And I thought Etta was the brother, but Etta is a beautiful female. And so I did that so I could separate it in my mind. And I love Etta. It just sounds so welcoming.
Yeah.
And Etta Prochetta means one who is intuitive. That's the meaning of her name. And I love that. And your brother, Prachir, his name means the wall of a fort, or strong like the wall of a fort.
I love that.
I love the names. I love how your mom named you. Both of you something that's so beautiful. And yes, you're very, very welcome here, and we love you. We love your energy. I'm glad you show up every morning, all the way from India. Thank you for that. Okay, Karen Plummer, I think we said good morning. She says hello over there.
Now, where is Karen at? Karen, where are you at?
I'm not sure. Karen,
Did you write in where you're from?
Yeah. And Prochetta says, Etta is an amazing name. Thanks so much.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
See, you got a new family and a new nickname.
I know. That is lovely.
Yeah.
Did you find us, Linda?
No, I had trouble working
Yeah,
on it.
I don't even see us live on there. It says error loading and we're frozen. Are we frozen?
I don't see us frozen.
Let me refresh. Technical problems this morning.
Oh.
Oh, she's in Sweden?
That's lovely. That Sweden is on my bucket list.
Yes, and we have to see Lily Ann.
Oh, and Becky, the water is soothing this morning. It is really quite lovely out there this morning. And Karen said, Happy New Moon, and thank you. We did a new moon ceremony last night. Oh my gosh, Carol says her father that she never knew chose her name. She said her mom said that he was adamant about it.
I love that.
Yeah, my name is very unique, Jeryl Ann. And my Cheryl was a very popular name back then, and my mom and dad couldn't decide on a name at all. So the woman that was in the bed next to my mom, who had also just delivered, she said, why don't you drop the CH and put a J and name her after her dad, whose name is Jerry. And so that's how I ended up with Jeryl Ann. And I have to tell you, I didn't like it at all growing up. So when I was 13, I went to Jerry. I just thought that sounded so cool.
Yeah.
And then when I was in broadcasting, I went by Jerry Ricky. And because Ricky was my married name at the time. And I thought that sounded cool. But when I moved here to Florida, there were so many Jerrys that somebody called me Jeryl Ann, an ex-boyfriend.
I love it.
And it just stuck.
It's so different.
And so I went back to it, and that's my numbers. You know, that's the thing. Our names that we come in with, they carry our numerological vibration. And mine is a 7, which is all things spiritual. My soul urge is a 7, and my expression is a 9, which is humanitarianism. So I went back to Jeryl Ann Peterson, which is my maiden name, and I hyphenated Heatherdale to respect my husband. And eventually, at some point, he's 20 years older than me, I'll go back to Jeryl Ann Peterson. And I will go out with the same name I came in with.
Mm-hmm. And Etta says, absolutely, that would be lovely. We're talking about calling her Etta. She says, thanks so much. I look forward I look forward the entire day to 5 p.m. It's smile time for both of us. We are blessed.
How nice.
Thank you. And I want to say good morning.
Oh,
Catherine
yeah.
Kovacs is here. Sherry Seymour, Marcia Gifford, Sharon Boyle. Hi, everybody came in.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And Sharon's going down to the river, so take pictures. You always do. I love your pictures.
Enjoy that day, and I know you're probably with your kids, so hi, kids.
Aw, Becky, she says she named her daughter after her mom. My mom's name is Ann Lynn, so I named my daughter Lynn Ann.
Ann, I love that.
That's beautiful. That is really
Linda
beautiful.
found us. She's here.
Linda. I do too. I like different names as well.
Sally, actually, Michelle Anders did one, honey. Last Saturday, she did a master class at Enlightened World Network. And I know that's still up, the video that you can watch about the numerology. She taught everybody how to do your numbers of your name. Yeah. Oh, Wendy said she watched it and she found out hers and her husband.
Yeah.
And they're both a 7, Wendy? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
that
wow.
Both you and your husband are a life path 7?
Yeah, that's very spiritual.
Yeah.
Spiritual all the way. If you're not on a spiritual path or expressing your spirituality, everything just goes sideways. At least that's my experience.
Yeah, and Gabby said it was amazing.
And
Good morning, Diane.
And Carol Ann says, that's why I went back to my name. I'm a scatterbrain 5. I love that.
Oh,
that's
my God.
cute.
Look at Wendy's cute comment. Apparently, according to my late great aunt, I named my son after her cat. I love that. And she said, yes, they're both 7s.
Yeah, that makes it very compatible.
That is cool.
And Gabby's a Master 11. Totally explains why her life was so. She says it explains why my life was so sad. Master number life paths are so challenging, way beyond the normal 1 through 9. Numerology was one of the first things when I stepped on my path that I learned, and I was born in an 11-month and a 22 year, which that's hard enough. But when your life path or soul urge or expression or even just your birthday is a 22, 11, 33, it can be challenging. And good morning, Julie Kiss. How are you this morning?
And we have a new person, Cecile Hall from Denmark.
Well, welcome.
Hello and welcome.
That is so nice to see you. Angie Taylor's a 3.
Yeah. Wendy says that she's very compatible, her and her husband.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When you have the same life path number, my husband, his life path is a 9. Now, my expression, how I express myself is 9, which is humanitarianism, introspection and that. And he's one of the most giving people I've ever known.
Yeah, he is.
So it really, there are certain numbers that, it's like astrological signs that are very compatible and some that just aren't, So.
Yeah, like me and Leos.
Oh my gosh.
I do not get along with Leos.
Julie Kiss is a 22. Wow. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, Julie. You have such a very high vibration and so, yeah. Okay, and thank you. And your sister Wendy is a 9. That's a very compatible number. I've never done, I've never done my family's like core. What they call the way I was trained, it's a little different. There's always different teachers, and they have groups and numbers that are your core group. It's your core number, which is your birthday, your life path, your soul urge, your expression, and your birthday. And I've never done it on mine. So,
Diane said that the first book she read was by Dan Millman about numerology. It drew me in and really pushed me deeper.
Yeah,
I've always been intrigued by numbers. Yeah, numbers are sacred geometry, and so there's a lot of information in there with your numbers.
Well, it's funny, Teri. The first thing I learned almost 35 years ago was hypnosis. I got certified as a hypnotherapist. And then I thought, I'm going to become an astrologer, right? So I found this teacher. She was amazing. After my first class, I went, there is no way. I mean, you really have to be exceptionally bright
Mm-hmm.
to be an astrologer.
Right.
And it was so confusing and so complicated to me. It just didn't resonate. And she said, well, I also teach numerology.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as she started teaching me, it was like a duck to water. I loved it. And I see numbers on license plates, billboards, street signs, house signs. I look at numbers in movies. Have you ever done that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I really took to it. It was easier.
Okay, we have
lots of
Lillian is with us in the
Good morning,
Angelic
Lillian.
River family group.
Okay.
Karen Tantz is here from Enlightened World. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
And Carol said her mom was a Leo, and she was a very strong person. She needed to be. Yeah, I can see where your mom came in that way because of being a single parent and everything else, and being in an abusive relationship. Wendy watched Michelle's class and did all of her family.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was an amazing class. So it's still up on Enlightened World Network if you want to go and find that and watch it. It's also, not only do we stream on Facebook, we stream on YouTube. So if you are having trouble finding it, sometimes you have to wade through a lot of stuff. And you can go onto YouTube to Enlightened World Network's channel, and there's playlists. So, like, if you wanted to catch all of Jeryl shows that she's done, Rising Up, which happens tonight, you can go on YouTube and go to that playlist for whatever you want to watch. Our show has a playlist. Coffee has a playlist. All of them. They're just separated out and organized. I love being organized. Well, I'm a Virgo, so I love organization. And so Michelle's, I have to think of who I was talking about. Michelle's show is on there on YouTube, and it's organized so you can find it easily.
Yeah, awesome.
And sorry, Linda, Lily's not seeing your comments because she's in the one in the group where you originally were. So Linda Lemieux is saying hi to you and telling you that she is here at the river with Jeryl and myself.
Okay, so Etta, her mom was a Taurus and her dad was a Leo. Wow, that's a powerful
That is it.
Oh,
wow. I can see butting heads.
Yeah, that's powerful. Yeah.
Every time I click on your comment, it kicks me out.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Hello on Periscope, Tony G. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. Welcome to the river. I love Angel. Perks up. Whenever anybody goes in and out the front door, the dogs, nothing gets by these dogs. I mean, we're remote and isolated, but nobody's sneaking up on us, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what's everybody got planned for the day? We used to just wait for the weekend, right? It's the weekend, yay! And now it's like, it's another day. Yay.
Every day's the weekend now. Although I will say things are coming back. Things are moving into a new norm. We had some friends last night. Several of our friends came over for dinner last night, and we did a new moon ceremony. And when they were leaving, we were planning some stuff for the future, and we all found ourselves not saying once we get back to normal, because I love this. Nobody wants to go back to what was normal before, at least no one that I'm talking to. Everybody wants to find this new space, because as uncomfortable as it was in the beginning, I think collectively, in one way or another, we're all in a much better place, whether it's because we went inward and we were able to do some really intense healing and introspection, or if we're just looking at the world with different eyes. So I think we're all very, very excited about what the new normal, the new way is going to be. So how do you guys feel about that moving forward? I mean, where are you at with all of this?
Well, I'm excited. I'll be going home Monday, and I just want to see for myself. Sometimes you hear things and you're just like, I want to see that. So I want to see how things are, but still using caution and still doing all of the things that we know to do. So I can't wait to get back out there. And Lillian says she can't see the comments. So Lily, I typed in, I hope you saw it, to come on to Enlightened World Network so you can see all of our comments.
And Julie Kiss is also a Gemini, May 26th. Two of everything, absolutely, two of everything.
And Lily says she's just going to relax and take care of herself today. We asked the question, what are you all doing today? What your plans are? And Carol has already been to Home Depot for her trellis this morning, the netting for her squash.
Oh, awesome.
So lots of gardening still going on.
I've got to do some gardening today. Deirdre is doing a mass meditation at 9:35 a.m. That's wonderful.
That's going to be awesome.
And Sally, she's cleaning floors at the center today. Big plans. I am so excited. I can't wait for your opening.
Yes, I hope you're going to do a live with that opening, the grand opening, and let us all see the space after you have it all painted and set up for business. Up 22 again. Hello.
And Jerry Seymour says, Finnelfretz, she barks as soon as someone starts up the driveway. Yeah, she has a beautiful little long-haired dachshund that is just as cute as can be. But boy, he barked. Finn just barked like crazy at us, didn't he? When we came to see her.
Absolutely. Hi, Carrie. Our girl Carrie Butcher is here. You missed all the number conversation this morning. And yes, 22 viewers. You saw that immediately.
Carrie, last night, every time I woke up and looked at the clock, the numbers added to 11. And the last time I looked, the number was 6:11. It was 6:11 a.m. All night long, master numbers, 11, 11, 11, 11. So I thought of you when I looked at the clock the first time.
Yeah. Oh, Gabby's a fellow Virgo. Gabby, I'm a Virgo also.
And, she says, over here in New Zealand, there's talk of a 3-day, 4-day weekend. Love it. Oh, like permanently going to a long weekend? Or is it, it's a holiday weekend here.
That would be
that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normal is just setting on the wash machine, Marcia Gifford said.
Awesome. Deirdre says they're opening up here, more traffic and people around. And Carol, on the other extreme, says here everyone is protesting. They want everything open. They don't wear masks, and I don't like seeing that. Well, I wouldn't either. And Jeryl Ann went out the other day, and she came home upset because nobody was wearing their masks. Nobody was taking the precautions of, the distancing, social distancing still.
It's like, it's such a temporary thing. And it's not the thing I think that upsets me the most is that whoever it is may think they won't get it. But it's everyone around you. And it's just, for me, it's the comfort. When I see someone else with their mask, I feel a couple of things. Number one, I feel like they care about me as well, that they care about humanity. And it's not about our human rights for me. It's about having compassion for others. I live in a retirement area. And so I know that, because I've talked to some of them, when an older person sees me with a mask on, they're grateful because they know they are safer because of what I'm doing.
My mask is for you.
I want other people to feel better. I want other people to not be in fear. And that's just one way that I can give someone else peace of mind. So it isn't about, oh my gosh, they're taking away my civil rights. It's more about that campaign. I wear my mask for you. Because I know if I get it, I think I've had it back in January, that my body is strong enough. I know that. But I know that other people's aren't. And so that's kind of where I'm at with that. That gets me a little, riled up, kids.
Yeah. Well, Edna says it's very hot in India, and she plans to do her Buddhism prayers today. And
awesome.
Thank you for your prayers for us. I saw that comment earlier when we started. And Julie Kiss is cleaning out the property that her tenant passed away in. We will be definitely thinking about you today, Julie, with that energy around you. And Gabby says, yes, that is a permanent thing they're suggesting.
Okay.
A 3-day weekend and
What a
4-day
great
week.
idea.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. Do you know they find that in countries where they have unlimited vacations and all types of things, that the work productivity is way beyond. They get actually more work done in a shorter work week than in the longer work week. And that's an actual productive study they've done.
Luhan says, am I the only Scorpio here? Where are my fellow Scorpions?
Yeah.
Lily Ann is here, and she is a Scorpio, she says.
Yes.
So there you go. One of them showed up anyway.
And Carol Ann's granddaughter was born on May 26th. So
yeah. Carrie says, Tennessee is predicted to be the next big hot spot. So I am going to the woods for some isolation and some mindfulness today. Awesome, Carrie. I'm so happy. So I take it you're off work today, and it's a good time to do that then, to just really get out by yourself.
And Sally says, yes, we are. It's painted. Products are being created. Organization is happening, and one of the 2 front display windows are completed. Oh, gosh, I can't wait to see it all. Okay, and Carrie is a Gemini. Linda's a Libra. I'm a Sagittarian, by the way.
Yeah. Carrie says, I hate I missed the numbers talk, but so thrilled it was a topic. Be mindful. Signs are everywhere.
Yes.
And are you all getting any of your signs from the E² experiments that we're doing? Because they are everywhere. And right now we're on the Dear Abby one, which I know, Sally, you got very excited about the Dear Abby one yesterday. So I don't know if you've gotten any yes or no answers yet. I'm still waiting on mine. I woke up with it on my mind this morning. So, yeah, I'm waiting for that yes or no, that definite answer of the answer to my question.
Sally is Capricorn. And Diane, Libra.
Carrie's off until Tuesday. Awesome for you.
Awesome,
Oh, that's
Carrie.
right, because Monday is a holiday. Yeah.
Oh,
Good
and
deal.
Carol Allen is a Capricorn also.
Awesome.
Tony is an Aries.
So am I the only Virgo? Am I all by myself? I'm in solitude.
I don't see it. Any other Virgos out there? And I haven't seen any Sagittarians either.
Okay, so Lily is in Norway, and she says, if we are sick, we are told to wear a mask. If not, we're not wearing them. Just stay away and distance from each other.
Yeah. It's it is going to be interesting moving forward. And
it is.
And I thought about this, and I do massage. And, I have the mask to wear during, while working.
I have a fellow Virgo. Thank you, Sherry Gatewood. Yay.
And Sherry Seymour is still waiting on her Dear Abby answer.
And hi, Rick Morrow. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Josie.
Okay. Deirdre has a great question. She says, can you unintentionally block yourself from signs? I never seem to connect.
Yeah, you can. You can block it with your thoughts, with your ego mind, and all those subconscious thoughts that go on that say you can't and you're not worthy. It's feeling into your worthiness. That's where everything opens up, guys. That's the most important thing, is to know that you're worthy. All of us are equal as far as the gifts that we have, the spiritual gifts. We're all from the same place. There's nobody greater than, nobody lesser than. None of our abilities are anything that anyone else can't attain. So if you are always going to a psychic and asking the questions, you have that same ability. It's just that person has opened up enough to where those gifts just flow, and they're always in that flow state of hearing, seeing, feeling. But you have that same ability to do that. And that's a master class I'm teaching. It's called The Clairs. I know many of you have already signed up for that class. Yeah.
And Rick is a Virgo.
That's why we get along so well, Rick Morrow. I knew there was something special about you.
Deirdre, don't feel bad. Deirdre, you and I mirror each other so much. I the whole worthiness thing and blocking signs and everything else, it is truly a process, because ever since I can remember. I've been doing classes for decades, and other people would see things and feel things and hear things, and I never did. Everything I have done, it is strictly faith-based. I believe that it is a certain way, and so I just keep moving forward because I don't get the voices. I don't see with my third eye. I don't have all of that. Although now it's opening up more and more and more. But it's taken me over 3 decades to get to there, and I'm not even close to where I want to be. So it was ingrained in, everybody gets it but me. I'm not worthy. I'm not special. I'm not divine. And I think it is, a lot of us have, or some of us at least have that issue, especially if you had parents who told you you weren't good enough, or if you can't do it right, don't do it at all. If you don't get it the first time, then they chastise you or take away the task or whatever. So I think there are a lot of reasons, but I'm just hanging in there.
Absolutely.
Just don't give up.
Just keep at it. Be persistent. Carrie says we are priceless creations created to co-create with the Creator. Yes, we are. Absolutely. We're a spark of the divine. So we have all of that in us, right inside of us.
Right. And Luann has a really good point. Masks may make you ill if it's not disinfected after every use, unless it's a disposable, which should never be worn twice. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And that's, we have to use common sense with these things for sure. And thank you for that reminder. Oh, and Scarlet is a Cancer with Pisces ascendant. Do you know, in all the decades I've been doing this, I've never had my astrological chart done? That's probably the one thing I've never had done. So if anybody knows of anybody that does a really great in-depth astrological chart that isn't going to have a second mortgage because I haven't worked in a couple months, I would love to have that done and know what my rising signs are, because I don't understand any of that stuff.
Yeah. So Hope is with us. Hi, Hope. She says,
Hi,
Hi, ladies. I woke up this morning to 555 showing on my boiler downstairs. Came back upstairs to get my iPad about 5 minutes later, and my iPad was showing 555. I love it.
That's
love it.
Great.
That
is so great.
Fives are the number of change. So you seeing that in multiples, especially triple, there's something that's coming for you, some change that's coming. And I get excited when I see the fives because I know, and I'm just now looked up and saw 805. There's change coming. So just feel into that. Get the excitement of change. Change is exciting. It can be like something you get anxious about if you're not sure of what it is, if it's going to be a good experience or not so good experience. But just get excited about it and put some energy into what's coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hope's in the house, Deirdre says. Stephen Forrest has excellent books for astrology. He is excellent, Diane says.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Hope says she can't wait for whatever that change is.
Yeah. Me too. I'm so excited, especially after last night. I just and somebody said earlier in the comments, one of the things that they miss is hugs. And it was so interesting because the group that we had here last night is a huggy group. You know, a whole bunch of women who are spiritual. I mean, go figure. That's the way it's going to be. But we couldn't hug each other. And because we really did continue to practice our distancing and keeping each other safe, even though we were all here having dinner and everything together. And so we did the virtual, group kind of, I'm not going to touch you, but I'm hugging you. And I'm with you. I can't wait till we can actually physically really get in there and hug each other. I miss it.
Okay, so Linda said there's somebody in Ocala. She knows that's
cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Spiritual store.
Okay.
And
cool.
Cecile says, I am going through a spiritual Kundalini awakening, so I see and feel everything. Sometimes it's hard being alone with it. Well, we're so glad that you found us and that you're here in the group with us because we support each other. Yeah. And we're here for you.
And that, I'll tell you what, that in particular is a very, very it can be a really traumatic experience. There are people that used to be institutionalized because their kundalini was rising, and as it comes up through those chakras, I mean, it blows everything out that's in them, and people literally thought, because they didn't understand it, that they were going crazy. And so we will lift you up in our prayers, and if you need any help, please reach out.
Absolutely. And somebody said they saw 4s.
Yeah, Lynn Paulson says.
Paulson, good morning.
It's lately it has been multiple 4s here and
1s. I love seeing the 1s repeating. Awesome. And Carol Allen, I always see 555.
Yeah.
Got to the point I was dreading it with too many changes.
I know.
And Carrie, I'm going to be listening to that song now. Cha-cha-cha changes.
Yeah.
Time to make a change. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I got change coming in my life with going back to the city.
Yeah.
You know, I've been so isolated here, not seeing people, not seeing traffic especially.
Oh, gosh.
So now I'll be going right back into that. So y'all keep me lifted up next week as I get out and about and having to go into the grocery stores and all that.
Yeah. I love this. Sally says, right now, at this time in our lives, change is good. We are all changing and moving into the light of our truest selves.
Yes,
Absolutely,
we are.
Sally. And
Yeah,
thank you for that reminder. When we get uncomfortable, when we think, oh my gosh, there it is again, it's really important for us to remind ourselves that this is what we asked for, this is what we signed up for, and it's going to be, it's right now for me, it feels so much better than it did on back there. It does. It feels so much better. And I have to say, there's hardly a moment that goes by that stuff that I need to release isn't triggered. But as I keep moving through it and releasing and healing, it feels so good. Then I have this space of time where it feels really yummy, and then something else. But it's starting to be further apart. And I kind of like now, for the very first time in my 62 years here, kind of look at it and kind of dive into it and go, cool, bring it on. Let's do this.
Yeah, because we can look at things with different perspectives. We have the choice. That's our superpower, is making decisions and choosing. And we can choose to look at things like change, and we can say, oh no, I don't want to change. We go kicking and screaming, I don't want to change. And then we can also look at it like, wow, I wonder what this is going to be all about, and what am I going to learn and experience and grow from this? So we have that ability, people. Nobody's saying you have to go into anything in any certain way. You choose, you decide.
When you have a task, like I think about it as like when I'm like peeling like 10 pounds of potatoes or something, and you start with that first one and you see there's like 30 more potatoes to peel, and you start with the first one, but by the end it's like, oh my gosh, they're all done. I'm starting to look at these things the same way, is that there was a whole basket full of stuff that I knew was going to take a lot of time, and with each one it's one less thing that I have to clear out, one less thing. And I love that. I'm really digging it.
Carol, I love that comment. I know I need the changes. I need to embrace them, not revisit. Yeah. And don't resist either.
Yeah.
That's when we go into a change that we know is coming for us. If there's something we're already aware of, and we start resisting what that's going to look like, then we're not going to have a great experience with it. So go into it with an openness and an allowing. Yeah.
Sometimes easier said than done.
It is.
Because it's we are not programmed for change. Yeah. We really aren't. I mean, we resist it. And that's why people are resisting the masks. That's why people are resisting things, because it's just not in our nature. Right. So we have to work, unfortunately, at making it our nature. So,
and Carrie says, each day get up and tell the universe how much you love it. And we are grateful for being here. We have to collectively start healing our world. Your 1 vibe is the one note our choir needs. Heavenly hosts. And absolutely, I do that every morning when I wake up and say, thank you for another day. It's like the surprise that comes at you. Oh, wow, there's another day.
Absolutely.
What can I do with this day? And I always ask that question, how can I do something today that's going to be a positive impact on the world? because each voice does matter. Thank you for bringing that out, Carrie.
Yeah.
And, we've learned this and we've spoken about this many times on the show, how each person matters. You might think, oh, I'm just one person, but yours adds to every other person's vibration.
Absolutely.
So if we're all vibrating at that high level and sending out positive vibes, it does make a difference, and our song is heard.
And I love this. Our own Linda says, it's like washing our soul. Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah, she says it's okay to be emotional and cry, that it washes our soul.
Yeah, okay. I didn't catch that other one. I'm so far behind on the comments, everybody. When Sally says the same thing. When we are emotional, there's something being released. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's good release.
Yeah.
So let it go. Let it go.
And Luann sees 88 and 888. I love eights. Eternal, their abundance. I mean, wow, those are good numbers to see. And let's see. Okay.
Oh, Deirdre, I like that. When I used to have to do a 500 stack of mailings at work, I made it a rhythm and called it meditation.
Yeah.
What a great thing to do. We can get creative with that stuff, just like the peeling of the potatoes. You can get creative with it and really go into a meditation and let that be something that your heart song is like, okay, I'm in this, I'm doing it, and really get into that meditation of it.
Now, this is interesting. Sally, she does on Friday nights, she does this really cool reading thing on Facebook. And she said, last night during my reading, the most visited cards were all is well and clear out the clutter. Go figure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Scarlett says, it's our job to make it okay. And it's, and it is. That's what we all came here for. We all came here for growth. If you're watching the show, you came to planet Earth, picked out this skin suit, picked out your name, picked out your family, picked everything out so that you could be here at this time to help the transformation and ascension of this planet and humanity. Kind of simple. Mm-hmm. Not always easy, trust me, but this is why we're all here. And this is why we do this in the morning, to remind people to lighten up, keep our vibration high, and to help heal all those things that need to be released and healed so that we can do our job. It's a good job. Isn't it the best job in the world?
It is. It really is. Sherry Seymour's asking where to sign up for my classes. And no, they're not Sunday night, Sherry. They're 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, Eastern Time. And you can go to our group, Angelic River Family. The links are there in the group. You can click on, we have topics in our group. That's how we organize things there. And you can click on workshops and you'll find it. You can also go to Enlightened World Network, and they have it on there as well. Thank you for asking, because this Sunday, we're talking about the chakras. And I have lots of handouts for you that have in-depth information about the chakras. And we're going to be talking about the sounds that help us to really bring that chakra into alignment. So each chakra has a sound that it responds to. So come find out what that sound is that you need to hear to really bring your chakra into balance.
Absolutely.
I love that Wendy's comment. Princess Eugenie in the UK was born 8/8/88.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Pretty cool. And I did put up that it's prayer request time in about 4 minutes. So if you have any prayer requests, I placed my brother Gary, who has to undergo surgery on June 4th, Camille DeSalm in California, and Yvonne Denny in Florida. And I want to add Wendy in there too. Our beautiful Wendy. I didn't type it in, but let's please remember her with the pain that she's having. And Jeryl Ann with her foot pain.
And Teri with her eye pain.
And Prachetta says prayers for the entire humanity to be safe, protected, and COVID-free. I love that. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who show that compassion for others as you place the prayers in there. Thank you, Wendy, for Linda Matthews. She just lost her dear dog Elvis, and I know that's such a tough decision, and that's such a huge loss in life when we have to let go of one of our beloved animals, which to me they're children. Every animal I've had, I haven't even looked at it as any different from humans. It's a child, and so yeah, we're keeping Linda definitely lifted up.
Absolutely.
And thank you.
And good morning, Marianne. It's nice to see you this morning.
And Wendy says, I had terrible stomach cramps at 5:30 a.m. My surgeon's appointment's not for another month. Yeah. And Sherry, her right hand so she can make soap. And Sherry, thank you for the soap.
Yeah.
You do such an amazing job. And you're so thoughtful. Thank you for what you do. Terry says, I was able to be sound healed in LA. It was amazing, like nothing I've ever felt. The video of the frog vibrating the water is what I felt inside. That was such an amazing video. The little frog sitting on a branch.
Where was this at?
Carrie had posted a video.
Okay.
And it was this little frog sitting there on a branch, and it was singing its song, and you could see the water vibrating. There was a photographer that videotaped that. One of the most amazing videos I've ever seen.
That was so cool.
So, Carrie, I'm so glad you had that experience with the sound healing. I used to do sound healing. It was called a sound bath with other people that played the bowls and all kinds of sound instruments that heal. So, yeah, it's pretty powerful to be healed with sound.
Yeah. Lillian asked prayers for my sick mother, Elizabeth, and my son and grandson and my daughter, and some prayers for myself and my pains. Thank you, and for everyone's in here. And Tony says, I'm having a good day, so my prayers are for all of you, especially the two of you, for all you do.
Yeah,
I love you, Tony. Thank you so much. You are so sweet.
She is, and Catherine's placing herself and her family in there.
Absolutely.
They're moving in the midst of moving, and I know how hard that can be.
And I love this one from Carrie. Prayers for guidance and discernment. I'm jumping on that bandwagon, Carrie, because I think right now we need to go within more and get guidance and have discernment. I think it's more important than ever, don't you, Teri?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Carrie said in that sound healing that was done for her, she used a drum and her voice.
Oh, wow.
I used to go to a full moon ceremony outside, and there was one person there, and he would always take his drum around the circle and stand behind you, and he'd start at your crown, and he would drum all the way down your body.
Wow.
Oh my God, is that powerful? You feel it in every chakra. You feel it opening up as the drum comes down to each one. I love that.
And Sally says she can't wait to offer this at the center.
Yeah, that'll be amazing, Sally.
I want a road trip to Michigan and check out your center. I just would love to go there. I love the Midwest. I was born and raised in the Midwest.
Lillian, I'll try to find that video in the group and put a topic so that you can go there easily and find it.
And Wendy asked for prayers for her friend Christine O'Rourke for positive test results. Absolutely.
Yes. And Rick, thank you. He says, I saw Rosa Albert yesterday. She is going through a lot with her medical condition. I did some angelic Reiki healing for Rosa Albert yesterday after our morning show, and she felt it. She felt the energy that came through. Let's please keep her lifted up. She's undergoing some tests, and she is going to have some procedures. So we want to always, every morning, lift Rosa up in our prayers.
And Gabby says, I'm having a wonderful day, able to be my authentic self, speak my truth, and mass produce the love. Feeling very supported. I want to share that energy with everyone. Thank you, Gabby. That's why you're a master number.
And Tony and Sally both say, come on up. We have room in a huge yard that is all private.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm just going to have to come and visit. I would love that.
All right, so let's get ready for our prayer time because it is past time to begin. And thank you all for your compassionate comments and putting those in that you know need to be lifted up at this time. So we always begin with the breath. Oh, and Scarlett, thank you. You're adding Jeff in. So we begin with the breath. Just put your hand on your heart. Just put it on there and feel your heartbeat this morning. Let's get into that rhythm with the heart and breathe in deeply into your lungs. And then release that out. Keep listening to your heart. Breathe in again and add in some gratitude this morning. Let's go to gratitude immediately. Grateful for each other. Grateful for the compassion of bringing our prayer requests forward, lifting each other up. That's what we do here. We care. And so let's pull that essence of care in with each breath. Pulling it into your heart. Listen to your heartbeat. Release it out as you relax your body. And then let's go from the heart with this next breath. Let's go right to Mother Earth. See that breath go down the length of your body and out the bottom of your feet. And let's connect our heart with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. As you open up to that earth energy, see if your heart comes in sync with what you're feeling inside of Mother Earth. Just keep breathing in deeply, breathing in care and concern. Pay attention to your heartbeat. Let's get into that rhythm. It's like a drum beating down in the center of Mother Earth. Let your heart sync up with that sound of the drum beat. This is a healing energy that's coming from Mother Earth right to our hearts right now. Just feel it. Enjoy it. Beautiful. And now, while we're really in sync with Mother Earth energy, let's give Mother Earth some love. Let's show that same care and compassion to our Earth planet that we are showing to each other and to those that we love, that we placed in the circle. Let's send love out over the waterways. Let's say that beautiful mantra that Jeryl Ann taught us, Vav Mem Bet. We ask for healing of our water, for continued clear water in all of the waterways. Let's send energy to the animals of Earth, those that are out in the wild. Everyone, let them feel the energy of love as we share it out to them. Let's send that energy of love to all the plants, the trees, the grass, the flowers, everything that has life. Let's send it over our planet right now. As we connect in with that earth energy, we start to feel that healing that's coming up to us now. Whatever your stone is that you connect with for healing, go there now. Inside of Mother Earth, it's all a crystal center. And let's find the stones. I'm seeing a huge clear quartz right now. And that's what I need. I need that healing from the quartz. So I'm going to bring that energy to me. Holding it very clearly in my mind's eye. I want you to do that with yours. You know what it looks like. Just grab onto it. Hold the energy of it. And say thank you. Say thank you to that stone that you've encountered. Thank you for the healing energy. Or thank you for the love energy. There's some that are pulling on a rose quartz. I see that. And some emerald energy. Beautiful. There's a lot of color going on right now. Breathe in again. Take in all of that essence of what you're encountering there in the center of Mother Earth. Bringing it up to your heart now. Let's pull it all the way up to the heart and anchor it in there. And see if you're still in sync with your heartbeat. Just feel into the heartbeat. Is it beating like a drum, that rhythm that you felt while you were down in Mother Earth? You can hear the drum in the distance. It's so soothing and so healing. Beautiful. And let's ask our angels to join in the prayer circle right now. Asking Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, to come forward and please look at all of these prayer requests, including each one of us. Asking to be touched by that angel that can just change things for us. Change the way we look at things and change the things that are happening inside of our bodies and outside. Thank you, Raphael, for bringing healing energy to each one of us and to each one of these requests. We call on Archangel Michael to protect us as we go about our day, as we dispense from here and we go out, each one of us, into what we're doing in the world today. Keep us safe, keep us protected in a bubble of light, that white light that comes from source energy. Let it surround each one of us today individually and bring that essence of the circle that we create. Bring it into our hearts and into our remembrance that we're not alone as we do whatever we're doing. We're not alone. We're all connected. And Archangel Gabriel, we ask for some clarity. Many of us have questions and we need answers, but we also need the discernment to know what is coming from spirit and what's coming from our human ego brain. So thank you, Gabriel, for opening us up and letting us see our path, letting us see the answers very clearly, giving us the signs that we know for sure are coming from our spiritual self and not our human self. And we're calling Archangel Jeryl to ground each of us as we go through our day. Keep us centered and balanced and aligned in our energy. And thank you. Thank you to all of these beautiful angels and to each of our guardian angels to keep us safe and protected and to give us that direction. That's why they're here. That's why we have guardian angels. They keep us safe and they nudge us in different directions. So thank you to each of our guardian angels and our ancestors that come through for us as spirit guides. Thank you to all of our spiritual help that we